Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Graham. But your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building, plus you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Levine and Williams are the two forwards. Kobe White out there with ball. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Suggs. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Here's Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Ball against Suggs. Fires from deep. Ball no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Suggs surveys the D. Up top, Bankero. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 4 on the clock. And Carroll with a screen on White. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Here's Bankero. Some solid defense from Williams.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Pass to Levine. Back to Ball. Williams, a screen on Wagner. The 3 from Ball. He buries it from 3.
Hard not to respect the excellent decision-making. I mean, Ball enjoys exploiting the defense, especially in the pick and roll.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ball against Suggs. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
On the wing, Levine. Defended by Wagner. And Levine throws it down.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. Second, the Magic.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Now here's White. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Orlando. A Chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Magic trail by 8. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Zach LaVine's name came up, and I asked how he plans to deal with him. And Coach said, quote, "What's scary about LaVine is how many ways that he can score. So there's no easy answer except for high-effort defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do." So the defense is trying to outwork LaVine tonight. We'll see how that goes. Guys?
Allie, thank you. There's Ball with a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. Caldwell Pope for 3. And again, it's the Magic from Pete.
Attacking immediately. Caldwell Pope fires the moment he finds his angle.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Ball. Outside, Williams. Pass to Levine. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Levine's got 5 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Suggs, here we go. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
You know, on the drive, Suggs can be a bit unpredictable, which keeps him, I think, a step ahead of the defense. You don't want him knowing exactly what you're going to do.
Now here's Ball. Williams on the wing. Ball against Suggs. Ball no good.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Beyond the arc. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Levine against Wagner. Ball outside. Releases. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ball's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Now here's Suggs. He's got 5. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Chicago ahead, up by... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this one.
Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Back to Levine. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. That kicks off a 5-game road trip for the club. Up and in on the layup. Suggs has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Hey guys, well the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Contavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. A player who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks very much.
I mean, 6'10", about 250, Banchero.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Man. And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience. And that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. The 3 from Suggs. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
Back-to-back threes here. Levine with a beautiful shot.
Here's Suggs, and he dunks it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That's his first foul.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you.
Wagner are able to get the shot to go through contact, and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
Here's Suggs. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
And there's a pick. Back to Ball. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with a 3.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Williams against Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Williams. Suggs, no good. The Bulls trail by 6. Here's Levine. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And bringing the fight there. Levine, fearless. Creating contact for the potential +1.
Chicago shooting their first free throw in this game. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Levine slams it home.
Levine, a remarkable scorer, and he can help you in a lot of different ways. Showing it all tonight.
Here's Suggs. And he throws it down with one hand.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is. Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
And Carroll with a screen on Ball. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Suggs outside. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 5-point Magic lead.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Levine in deep. And Levine throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
Well, I can't see how they've come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
Some real doozies on that list. Which are you looking forward to, Shaq?
I'd rather not say, Ernie. I don't want to make...
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Orlando Magic.
This is some...
Glad you could join us.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Who's Ellis out there with Taylor Horton-Tucker. Then there's DeSumo.
What you say?
Wow, goodness. Come on now. Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Here's Black. Giddey defends. Black, no good. Bulls trail by 3. Outside Horton-Tucker. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it feels like everyone turns over half their roster every year, Clark. How hard is that for teams?
Very hard. I mean, continuity is a foundational pillar point to being successful in anything. There's a reason why Steph, Clay, and Draymond won so much in Golden State. Knowing your teammates and their tendencies is vital if you're going to be a championship contending team. I think teams and organizations benefit when they stay together for longer periods of time.
Shots good by Black.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Giddey. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic leading by 3. Here's Black. And he got the whistle on the way up. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
At the line for 2, Black.
Many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here is Howard, defended by Horton-Tucker. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And it's Giddey missing.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in this decade plus of the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. And the foul on Gary Harris. That's his first foul of the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. From deep, Giddy. Orlando with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
For three, here's Harris. Buzelis grabs the board. Bulls trail by 7. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Here's Black. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Buzelis, and he jams it home with authority.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Here's Black. Sinks that one from the post.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
1:04 left in the third. Giddy passes to Vucevic. Outside Horton Tucker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Mo Wagner.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. A line change here for Chicago. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Suggs against Ball, and Jalen Smith gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Suggs. He's got 21. And a two-handed jam!
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
There's Ball with a 3. Drains the triple. Ball's got 8.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Suggs outside. 5 to shoot. Then he goes in for the dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Carter in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's White. Soft touch off the glass.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Outside Carter. Back to Suggs. Pass to Carter. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
This is where Carter Jr. looks to score from, using his size to his advantage.
Williams a screen on Wagner. Here's Levine.
Oh, punch that was.
Bad intentions.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Suggs finds Wagner. Levine against Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Bulls trail by 3. The kick out to White. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Levine with a screen on Suggs. Ball into the lane, and Ball throws it down.
Hey, he's always looking to go downhill, and when he's on the attack, he's going for the dunk.
Suggs against Ball. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 27 points.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college, and we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man. And Ball is one of those guys, he wants the rock in his hands in these key situations because his teammates expect him to deliver, and he knows that he can.
Here's Suggs. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another 10. No surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use it.
Even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
You see why he's one of the guys they want at the line in these situations.
Wagner against Levine. The kick out to Williams. Wagner with a steal. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Ball against Suggs. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising, an effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
So he gets them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
The 3 from Ball. Fires in the triple. Ball's got 10 points here in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Suggs. Chicago with a rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Takes it inside. Here's Levine. He connects.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Suggs outside. There's 47 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Ball. Levine with a screen on Suggs. Here's Ball. Money!
Boy, he loves taking over in big spots. He doesn't back down, and you can see how much he relishes these moments.
Caldwell Pope, a screen on Ball. Left side, Caldwell Pope. A screen on White. Here's Caldwell Pope. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Got to fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of two is good. And that'll put him up 2. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
Caldwell Pope for 3. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll do it for this.
and Hunter. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Daniels in at the point. And for the Magic, underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that off-season work.
Here's Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Daniels with it. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Into the lane. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Here is Daniels. He's covered by Suggs. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland.
That's a good contest from Caldwell Pope. He is a very good wing defender.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Again, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
You know, these last few years, Stan, Atlanta has been outstanding on the offensive end. But boy, have they struggled on defense.
Yeah, and I just don't know if they can go to where they want to go unless they can just develop at least an average defense, and they haven't even been close to that.
And I know we've not seen a champion who is only one or the other. I mean, you've got to be a little bit of both, correct?
Yeah, Kevin, most of our champions, as you know, have been in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive rating.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Hunter with the jam.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
Suggs looking around. The three. Atlanta with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season. Johnson dishes to Daniels. Hunter with a screen on Suggs.
Quick burst in close from Daniels for the bucket.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit. The Hawks trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left here in the first quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And, you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any other.
Yep, I would agree. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Count that one. Daniels has got 6. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered by Daniels.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Outside, Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Magic ball.
Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And here is Suggs. In the game against Chicago, very impressive.
And give him credit. Good.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far? Numbers-wise.
had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Atlanta with the rebound. Now Johnson. Still scoreless. Right side, Bogdanovich. Here is Daniels. And it's Wagner with the... Magic leading by 4. Picked away. Johnson outside. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Lays it up off the glass. Bogdanovich has got 6.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach DeVal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in, and he drives in. Can't get it to fall.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Here's Suggs. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Young sets a screen for Bogdanovich. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's the 3, and that one's good. Suggs has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, we saw Suggs' ability to take over games at the collegiate level, doing the same here in the NBA.
Young's shot is off. Magic leading by 8. And making his 3rd All-Star appearance last season, Trae Young, a guy who is filled with so much skill and elite play.
Well, look, Trae Young may be as much fun to watch, Kevin, as any player in this league with his quickness, with his shooting range, and he is as creative a passer as anyone I have ever seen.
He is fun to watch, isn't he?
He really is.
Young outside, driving to the basket. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Suggs. Banked in off the glass. Suggs has got the lead. Back up to 10 now for Orlando.
Yeah, staying committed inside. Suggs takes the contact but gets it to go.
Here's Young. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Suggs with the ball. He's got 24. Count the basket. And now a 12-point Magic lead.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
Here's Young. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Orlando up by a dozen. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
I think for Atlanta, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Atlanta Hawks.
If they think...
And that's a halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Matthews. Then there's Reza Shea, and it's Roddy in at the 4. Young looking around. Another miss by Young.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Break since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Here's Young. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Wallace has checked in for Young. Made it on the run, too. Wagner's got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Body the pass to Wallace. Pass to Matthew. Will it go? And no good.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Here's Black. Wallace covering. Black dishes to Howard. Back to Black. Driving inside. And it's good. With time running down in the shot clock. Black's got 7 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Wallace attacking. Out to the right wing. Okongwu, the pass to Roddy. Matthews against Harris. Pass to Rizichet. Yep, that one goes. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Wallace.
Number 11.
Here's Black, defended by Young. That one falls. Black's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Black grabs the board. On offense, here are the Magic. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Cranes the three-pointer. Black's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Young outside. The layup off target.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this one.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Wallace is checked in for Atlanta. And the Hawks with a completely new crew on the floor. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 14-2 run here. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the strike in that last game.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Daniels, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Orlando's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Here's Suggs. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Pass to Daniels. Now, here's Hunter. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
Hawks ball.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
For three, Caldwell Pope. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one, a chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talk.
One of the biggest things is not to...
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Carter in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. 6 to shoot. Daniels with it. Defended now by Wagner. Here's Hunter. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And that one's good. Suggs.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. Over Bogdanovich. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Hunter. Johnson right side. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And a wide open look for Capella. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Atlanta's shooting in this game 45%. And an intentional foul right there. Great, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Daniels with it. Defended now by Wagner. Suggs against Hunter. Over Suggs. Hunter no good. Magic leading by 22, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. For the Hawks, Kongwu's checked in for Jalen Johnson. Seller comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Larry Nance is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Jacks up a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The shot's good from Nance.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Suggs, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
And stolen by Wagner. Banchero against Okongwu. And Capella sends it back.
Well, you can't take those kind of shots around a shot blocker like Capella. You're just playing with fire at that point.
On defense, Atlanta. Another miss by Orlando.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Nance, no good. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's Suggs missing. Atlanta's shooting in the fourth quarter not pretty, down around 29%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jalen Suggs.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Suggs against Capella. Over Suggs. Capella with the bucket.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded close. Oh, wow! What a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
From deep three-point territory. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate
This early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason, and it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Trey Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Now here's Young. Six to shoot. The kick out to Johnson. The Hawks need to get one up here. Offensive rebound. The floater outside Young. Stolen by Ball. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Just muscling through the contact. Levine is a flat-out star.
Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. He was talking about unsung contributions, particularly those from Clint Capella. He cited the hard screens, the rebounding, the willingness to get his hands dirty. This is a guy who never complains. He just puts his hard hat on and he goes to work. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Young finds Hunter. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. Throws it up high. White with the steal. Here's Levine for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Levine's got 5 points.
And Levine takes a lot of threes for this very reason. Such an effective shooter.
Pass to Daniels. Screen by Young. It's Daniels with a drive. Knocks it loose. For Chicago, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Born on the south side of Chicago, Little Dirt, loving his Bulls right now.
Yeah, this city means a lot to him. He pushed through adversity all the way to the top, and his popularity has only grown since.
Levine passes to Williams. Back to Levine. From outside the arc. Rebound Atlanta. Outside Bogdanovich. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. The 3 from Ball. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
This is why Ball takes a good amount of threes, because he's very accurate and confident from there.
Now here's Wallace. He's guarded by White. Pass to Okongwu. Wallace outside. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Ball. It's a one-on-one situation. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. Bogdanovich third.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Ball. Pass to Bogdanovich. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. From behind the arc. And he buries his first look.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Ball's got 5 points.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
Here's Bogdanovich. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Patrick Williams. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Now here's White. Really struggled in the loss against Orlando. It's tipped. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Rizachet. He's covered by Levine. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Okongwu. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Atlanta shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Williams finds White. Now here's Ball. A good chance here. He can't hit that time. Here's Wallace. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's all tied in Chicago. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Outside for Levine. Williams a screen on Hunter. Levine passes to Williams. Back to Levine. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, Levine! Pretty.
What determination from Levine. Finding his finish despite the contact.
Hunter a screen on Ball. Ball against Young. Lets it fly. Chicago with a rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Levine. He's got 7. They get it back. Over Hunter. Levine can't hit. The Hawks leading. Hunter on the wing. Covered by Vucevic. Outside Young. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard. That's something you did very well.
Wow, compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt or I would have been out of the league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
It's stolen by Hunter. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Lonzo Ball. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Young against Ball.
Get outside, get outside.
Right side Young. Inside. It's Trae Young.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
The Bulls trail by 8. There's a screen. Williams finds White. Over to the wing. Hunter against Levine. Here's Ball. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Here's Atlanta now. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. And Atlanta with possession here. Chicago making their last shot. Shot clock at 5. Young, the pass to Capella. Capella slams it down.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
And that's an intentional foul.
Levine. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The Hawks lead by 8. Outside Young. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Ball right side. From deep. Hits a three-pointer. Ball's got 10 points.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
Young against Ball. Outside Hunter. Young with a screen on Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Young. Plenty of space. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
White with a screen on Young. Ball passes to White. Back to Ball. From about 19. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Young looking over the floor. Chicago grabs the miss. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Williams a screen on Johnson. Levine passes to Williams. The 3 from Ball. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Young.
Bulls foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Third personal foul.
And he drops him first.
At the line for the Hawks.
And both free throws good for Young.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
There's Ball with a 3. The shot misses. A big-time effort from Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
And next up on the... Thanks for tuning in.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Ayo Dosunmu out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis. Then there's Jalen Smith. And it's Horton Tucker in at the power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Bogdanovich. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Young, he's checked in for Wallace. In each of the last 2 years, RJ, the Bulls have been eliminated in the play-in tournament.
Yes, they've been just about 500 each of those seasons, so Chicago has been in that dreaded middle ground. Not contenders while also not picking high in the draft. That is the worst place any NBA team could be.
Here's Buzelis. Back to Giddey. For 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Giddey against Young. Jacks up a three. Chicago with a rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Puts up a three. Kept alive. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Tries again. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Young's got 16 points now.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic. Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
And Chicago has possession. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Down low. Tipped away. And a fast break now for the Bulls. From deep, Giddey. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his fourth rebound in this one. Right side Young to the middle. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. A nice shot by Smith.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Here's Young. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Young's gotten 4 this quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
And that one's good. Young.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Buzelis. Still without a bucket. The three is up. Rebound Atlanta. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And Young, here we go. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. Here's Young. He's got 22. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Here's Horton Tucker. Gets the 3 to fall.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Young. He's got 25. Launches it. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
It's Horton Tucker with a drive. And the layup is good off the glass. Horton Tucker's got 5 points now this quarter. The Hawks lead by 13. Outside Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Screen by Young. Bogdanovich passes to Young. No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
It's Horton Tucker with a drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Outside Young. Over Giddey. Off the mark from 16 feet. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Hunter in at small forward. Offensive rebound, the kick out to Young. From deep three-point range, Zach LaVine clears it away. Bulls trail by 11. No good, off the front rim.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
It's scooped up. The kick out to Young, and stolen by Williams. White for 3. No good that time. Atlanta leading by 11. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Stolen by Ball. In transition. Here's LaVine for 3. Ooh, LaVine getting after it on the break.
Just absolutely electric in the open floor. LaVine with the bucket.
Johnson a screen on Ball. Ooh, poked away. Williams with it, and it's Young picking him up. Here's LaVine for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Daniels, that one's true.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
White with a screen on Young. From downtown. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hunter. Young against White. The kick to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Young. Launches a 3. Outside Johnson. Second shot opportunity. Chicago with a rebound. Ball left side. And Ball throws it down.
That is just a big shot from Ball. I like seeing him step up and show that leadership.
Here's Young. And a foul call. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
For the Hawks, Trae Young, 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
Still disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
They give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's White. Outside for LaVine. And Zach LaVine from deep.
And Zach LaVine just commands the ball in these big moments. You want a guy that can not only take that shot, but make that shot.
1:27 left to play in the fourth. Outside Young. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And Atlanta making a change here. Bogdanovich has checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's LaVine for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Outside Hunter. Pass to Capella. The kick to Hunter. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now here's Bogdanovich. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
Fourth personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Daniels. No good from outside. And Chicago has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. The three from Ball. Capella with a rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. And so Bogdanovich nails them both.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.
Okay, a look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the center position. And for Chicago, Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. White is out there with Ball, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Ball. Williams passes the ball. Let's go. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And Ball excellent at scoring the basketball. His jumper on point in this area.
Suggs with the ball. Now defended by Levine. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Carter with a screen on Ball. And it's Suggs missing. Well, the Magic last year, Clark earning the number 5 seed in the East. It was a giant step forward.
It certainly was, and I tell you what, they've got an impressive, very impressive young core. And this was the first time they made the playoffs since 2020, and now the minimum expectation is a playoff appearance, and I think they'll be able to deliver on that.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Outside Levine. From outside the arc. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
From deep. Rebound by the Bulls.
And I like the Bulls' move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Lets a floater go. Can't get the layup. Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. It's stolen by Vucevic. Williams kicks to White. Outside Levine. Out to White. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Carter the pass to Banchero. To Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Banchero is screened for Suggs. And he's good on the 3-ball. Suggs has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Orlando. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Bill Donovan.
Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And here is Suggs following Lonzo Ball's 3. And it's Wagner missing. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic. 1:12 left in the first. Williams from outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Suggs. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
For 3.
Suggs has got 9 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Vucevic finds White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And 1 on Caldwell Pope.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And both free throws good for White.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, He's cashing in on those.
Suggs looking around. Three-pointer. It's all in by the Bulls. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
And he's
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Shooting for Orlando, Jalen Suggs at the line for one. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
It's so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
One shot.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Wagner against Levine. And he drives in. Nobody near Williams. His three-pointer's off the mark. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And that one released in time, but no good. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. The wingmen, White and Levine. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here's Suggs. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball.
Boy, Jalen Suggs just playing right through contact. I love his energy and aggressiveness there.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Here's Suggs after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Kicks it out to Wagner. Count that one.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Ball against Suggs. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we know injury. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised.
Team foul. At the line for 2.
Foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Exit out to Banchero. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball. And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Now, here's Suggs. In the game against Chicago, he was very impressive. Williams against Suggs. In the corner, it's Levine. Williams, a screen on Wagner. Levine, make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And it's Suggs missing.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
White finds Levine. With the drive. Just fine to shoot. Shoots it. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And now it's a 3-point Bulls lead. They need this. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His 4th in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. Here's Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Takes it inside. Here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. No good on the 3. The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And there is White, and that's good on the assist by Levine. White's got 5 points so far. Caldwell Pope with it. He picked up 24 points in the last one against Chicago.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine. 18 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to 6.
He's lighting this arena up. I mean, the numbers don't lie. Defense out there searching for ways to stop him, and they can't find.
And a look now, it's... And that about wraps it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for Orlando, Black and Harris are the guard set. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Howard. And it's Wagner in at the center, locking down the middle. And Jalen Horton-Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Black. Chalk up 2 there. And the Magic lead by 1. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Dosunmu, the pass to Horton-Tucker. Buzelis with the ball. And it's sent back by Howard. Isaac outside. And it's Wagner missing. Chicago's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. To the left side wing. Buzelis misses off the right iron.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
He takes it in, goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Black after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. They get a hand on it. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Right wing. Pass to Smith. Now Buzelis. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Smith. Driving the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, what do you think about the Orlando Magic? Winning 47 games last season. Their most in over a decade.
Boy, I love the core of this group in Orlando, Kevin. The development of their young guys, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and the rest of those guys already starting to pay dividends. They could be a force for a while. These young guys are only going to get better.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And again, Chicago, no good. Here's Black. He's got 7.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. The shot that time, not on target. Chicago leading. Here's Giddey. And the layup is good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Harris outside. Isaac a screen. Harris misses. Bulls leading by 4. Now Giddey. On the wing, Dosunmu sinks the three-pointer. Dosumu's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
And he jams it with authority.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Now here's Giddey.
Howard. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Pass to Horton-Tucker. Clock at 6. Isaac with the steal. Harris passes to Wagner. Comes up empty down low. Chicago has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Buzelis' shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Black. Off target from three-point range.
Man, this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Giddey the pass to Smith. Now here's Dosunmu. Chicago again turning it over.
Magic ball. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Chicago heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Dosunmu is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Smith. Then there's Taylor Horton-Tucker. And it's Buzelis in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. It's good from long range.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Here's Levine. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. And that's 20 points for Zach Levine.
Levine, a remarkable scorer, and he can help you in a lot of different ways. Showing it all tonight.
And it's Suggs missing. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Levine. The kick out to Ball. Shot clock at 6.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Bean passes the ball. Now here's Williams. Levine wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Wagner. Here's Banchero. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Now here's Levine. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Suggs with the ball. Williams picks him up.
Really good aggressive take from Suggs, giving the defense no choice but to foul in there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
And Levine throws it down.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that Levine's rising to the challenges. Things get tight.
On the free throw, no good. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Now, here's Suggs. Traps in the train. Suggs has got 10 points in just the second half.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college, and we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man.
Ball no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
No shame or fear in this young fella. And Carroll going to take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Levine against Wagner. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Ball with the block.
Ball's size and timing really an asset. And there you go now. One of the NBA's rising stars. Levine stepping up when it counts.
Puts up a deep 3. No good that time.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And then Levine with the jam.
Big basket there. We've seen Levine blossom into a star in this league, a guy teams count on in big moments.
Another miss by Orlando. Ball from long range. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty and it's over.
Launches from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. It's stolen by Carter.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And here's Levine. So the Bulls win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yep.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season.
backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope, and it's Carter in at center. And for Atlanta, Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter, and it's Daniels in at the point. The 3 from Suggs. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Johnson against Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Suggs. To the paint. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Here's Daniels. He's covered by Suggs. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. All right, now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Quinn Snyder.
I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Daniels passes to Johnson. Bogdanovich with a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Here's Johnson. Caldwell-Pope pulls it in.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And KCP right now just not backing down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Johnson hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Capella. Here's Hunter. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
Team first.
Outside Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. And there's the drive. Now here's Capella. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Orlando in second.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Now here's Suggs. He's got 5. And that one is hammered home.
Man, Suggs can really move. And once he sees he has a clear path, he launches up for the dunk.
Over to the left wing, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bogdanovich.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And the Magic with possession. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Outside Bogdanovich. Takes a 3. Orlando with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's Suggs with a drive. And Banchero surveys. Fires the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Oh, ripped away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Caldwell Pope with it. Suggs outside. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
The kick out to Johnson. Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. Hunter the screen. Hunter on the wing. Takes the 3. And Atlanta misses again. Orlando leading by 12. Now Suggs. Coming off a 31-point game. Six on the shot clock. Beater and an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
They've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Setting the floor for the Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And Carroll and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Now here's Banchero. Wagner outside. The Magic need to put one up here. Carter. Okongwu with the rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Well, Brent, when it comes to the Hawks, they've struggled to find consistency on the defensive end.
No, B.A., that's not true. They've been consistently bad on the defensive end. I mean, they've been bottom 10 in defense 6 of the last 7 years. The only exception was the year that they made it to the conference finals. So that's just not going to cut it. You got to play both ends.
Hawks trail by 8. Okongwu inside. He's covered by Suggs. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Suggs. 9 points in the game. Count it. Good. Suggs has got 11 points.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Young looking for an opening. For 3. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That'll be the second stop of this 6-game trip.
Yeah, once Suggs gets hot, he's not easy to stop, especially when he's getting whatever shot he wants.
Now here's Young. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Bufkin. Young with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Young, plenty of space, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Suggs outside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Suggs against Young. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe. But although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in the real game.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. From the right block. The bank shot, no good. Magic leading by 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Suggs surveys the D. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block. A three-point opportunity here. Orlando shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. The free throw off from Suggs.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence. That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Atlanta with a rebound. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The kick to Hunter. Johnson passes to Hunter. The Hawks need to get one up here from deep. Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they kick off a road trip to Charlotte, where they'll take on the Hornets.
And that game against Milwaukee, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Bogdan Bogdanovic third.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Hawks trail by 9. 43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Suggs. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You can't be overzealous guarding Suggs, because that's when you risk fouling him.
The first free throw is good. Matthews, he's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Wallace, and he makes both free throws.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now here's Young. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic leading by 11. Suggs outside. With 2 seconds left. Rejected by Okongwu. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here. Oh, stolen by Nance. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. Hunting for opportunities. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
I think for Atlanta, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big...
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Orlando Magic. Appreciate you joining.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Larry Nance is out there with Risache. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, and it's Bufkin in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Orlando leading by 9. Here's Wagner, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that. just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his teams always finish in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
And here are the Magic now. Here's Wagner. Good D by Kangwoo. Right side, Young. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Nance finds Young. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Black. Orlando leading by 10. Inside, here's Isaac, and the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Here's Young. Nance outside. Out to the wing. Right side, Young. Here's Black, guarded by Young. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now here's Young. 7 points in the game. Here's the three. They grab their own miss. The three is up. Cash! Trae Young with a triple.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now the second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Three-pointer. Black, no good. Hawks trail by 11. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Young from long range, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
It's all about smart choices, and Trae Young's making them right now.
Here's Black. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He does not get the second one. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Young. 13 points in the game. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. 5th best, the Magic.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Drills it from deep. Black's got 8. Hawks trail by 12. Outside Young. The three. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Here's Black. Give him 8. Yep, count it. Black's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
To the middle. Here's Nance. And Nance with the slam.
Just so easy the way Larry Nance Jr. just gets up off the floor.
Here's Black. He's got 10. There's the triple. And another 3 for Orlando.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside Young. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. This one for three. Here's Wagner. And so it's the Orlando Magic going into the break up 12. They're getting. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. On the court for the Magic, and Carroll and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell, Pope, and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the one. Suggs outside. And he dunks it down.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs, getting off the floor with such ease?
Outside Young. There's the three. Excellent D there from Caldwell Pope. Orlando leading by 14. Suggs outside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Orlando has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Young against Caldwell Pope. And here's Young. 4-3. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Suggs, right side. Carter inside. Working on Hunter. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And so they foul intentionally.
We don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Suggs, right side. And that one's good. Suggs has got 6 here in the quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
The kick out to Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. Up top, Young to end the run. Orlando with the rebound. And Carroll's got 4 rebounds in the game.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Now here's Young. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Orlando leading by 20. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team's fourth.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Orlando again missing. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. The three. And Young is good for 3. Young's got 19 points.
And here we go. Trae Young doing his thing. Cooking with grease right now.
2 minutes.
It's Suggs with a drive. And he jams it home with authority.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Driving in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Big but quick. Suggs so powerful off the drive.
Hawks trail by 21. Young with it, now guarded by Suggs. Carter against Young. Up top, Capella. Daniels passes to Young. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. And it's Young again missing.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jalen Suggs.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Oh, had a nice open look right there. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three from Suggs. The rebound by the Hawks. Outside Young. Johnson a screen on Suggs. Young from long range. Can't hit that one. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
And Carroll with it. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.
And let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine and Williams up in the forward position. Lonzo Ball out there with Kobe White. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Hawks, the pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. Hey, Coach, it's NBA opening night, one of the best dates on the calendar. I know you're as excited as I am.
I sure am. Finally, Kevin, we get some games that count. We've been waiting months for tonight, and I love how at this point, everybody has playoff aspirations.
A lot of optimism, isn't there, Coach?
There sure is. This is the best day of the year. Well, that's just a nice slam there from Levine. He makes it look so easy.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach LaVine. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making LaVine work as hard as possible. Guys?
Thank you, David. Down low, Williams passes to Levine. Hands it from downtown. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Can't forget about Levine from deep.
And you were just talking about this, Coach. Patrick Williams, a guy with loads of potential.
Yeah, Kevin, he's had to deal with a lot of injuries here early in his career. Sometimes he tends to disappear in games, but when he's got it going, this guy has a chance to be a really good 3-and-D player.
It's going to be fun to see where he takes his game. Capella sets a screen for Young. Will it go? And the 3-ball is good. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Here's White. That's tipped. And here comes the break. In the corner, it's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
A dead-eye catch-and-shoot guy. Hunter is someone you have to run off his shot.
Young against Ball. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Young dishes to Capella. The kick out to Young. And he banks in the layup. He's got 7.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
And Levine showing off his explosive leaping ability there off the drive.
And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Smith has checked in.
Number 7, Jalen Smith.
1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson sends the screen for Young. Here's the three. Rebound collected by Levine. Chicago leading. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story.
And just good at staying under control. Even when Young is under duress, he just keeps his composure.
There's Ball with the three. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Young's shot is off. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Young with the steal. Daniels with it. He has yet to score. The kick out to Young. Capella with a screen on Ball. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Young. Again, Young missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Ball with the bucket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal out.
Young from outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
So for Chicago right now, the wingmen, White and Levine. Smith is out there with Patrick Williams. And it's Ball in at the point.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Atlanta. And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Capella sends a screen for Young. Inside. Capella, the pass to Young. Stolen by Ball. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Pass to Levine. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Levine.
Well, great D from Hunter. That is his calling card.
Oh, and he misses the dunk. On its way from Young for 2. Chicago grabs the miss. Left side, ball. The wing jumper off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Young against Ball. To the paint, just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. You know, Stan, it seems like the Hawks have been close to taking that next step now for a couple of years.
It does, Kevin, but we're still waiting, unfortunately. There's talent there, but it hasn't translated into sustained postseason success. Explosive move by White, going right up to the rim.
And outside. And the rejection by Smith. Kick out to Levine. Back to White. Outside, Ball. Connects from three-point range. And it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Down low, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And it's Ball penetrating. Outside, White. In the corner, it's Levine. Spins. Pulls up on the wing. Johnson with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Fires from deep. Okongwu grabs the board. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 4. 2 points. That one goes. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and we've come to expect this from Young. He fills it up in so many different ways.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Ball kicks to Levine. And again, Chicago. No good.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
The Hawks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Richichet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
White, good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Williams with the block. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops. And later on, some more. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Richichet. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Ronnie in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Bogdanovich up top, defended by Dosunmu. The shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Bogdanovich. And for the Bulls, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Buzelis with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Pass to Buzelis. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
That's a go-to shot for Bogdanovic. He's so confident pulling the trigger.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. A tight game here in Atlanta. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Bogdanovic. For the lead. Buzelis grabs the board. Here he goes. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Buffton. And he dunks it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Back to Dosunmu. Here's Giddey. And a missed layup.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League. And now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And here's Bogdanovic for three. Vucevic with the rebound. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Great open look there. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Locked loose. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Giddey. No good from outside. Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
That is a textbook block out to secure the rebound.
Here's Dosunmu. Pass to Buzelis. The 3-ball. Vucevic the pass to Giddey. Here's Roddy. Giddey defending. And O'Connell slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Excellent job navigating the screen and roll there. Giddey showing his vision on that one.
Outside Bogdanovic. From outside the arc. That one doesn't go. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Bulls up by 5. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for Chicago to start the 4th. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. The wingmen, White and Levine. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Levine, a screen on Capella. Williams kicks to Levine. Clock at 6. Stolen. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. Pass to Johnson. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here come the Bulls. Levine inside the 3-point line. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And going up against the Pelicans, that'll be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
Outside, Levine. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. No good with the layup. Ball against Young. And that one, good. Young's got 19 points.
Such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
Right side, Levine. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Levine with the slam.
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach Levine, reminding us of what he can do.
Young looking around. Capella sets a screen for Young for the 3. Levine with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 5. Ball with a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range.
And Ball is great at pulling up quickly, easily shifting from dribble to that shooting motion there, and there's no hitch in that getting in.
Here's Young. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Capella. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Puts it up. Williams knocks it away. That's checked in for Chicago.
Bull substitution. Number 7, Jalen Smith.
.158 left in the 4th quarter. Outside, Ball. Pass to Smith. Kick out to Levine. Clock is at 3. Launches a 3. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hunter with it. He's picked up by White. Now, here's Hunter. Young outside. Another miss by Young.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Johnson with a screen on Ball. Young for 3. Capella sets a screen for Young. To stop the drought. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Outside, Levine. Over Hunter. Levine can't hit. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From downtown, another miss by Young. Now here's Levine. He's covered by Daniels. Atlanta with the rebound. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Thanks so much, David. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So for